All right, what's up, guys? What's up? So we're doing a little Asia stream here. Just getting everything set up. Should just be a minute or two. Let's see. Grumpy says YouTube is laggy. Let me pull up the stream over here on my end. Let's see. Doesn't seem laggy on my end. But all right, guys. So let's yeah, let me know if let me know if it's laggy. But yeah, let's get into it. So this is kind of like the first Asia stream that I'm gonna do I'm doing on YouTube. I usually stream in the morning in Discord, but yeah, trying out Asia session on YouTube. So let's see what happens. So right here, I'm sure you guys saw we got this insane gap up today on NQ after the once the market opened up again. So the market closed down here, right? And we opened up 280 points up here, and then we ran up another 200 points. So we're up about 400 points, and that is pretty much 2% on the day from right now. Um, yeah. If we go to the 5 minute here, go to the 5 minutes. So we do have this 5 minute FEG right here. Down here we have this other 5 minute. You can see we kind of went in there, kind of rejected a little bit. Um, I don't think this gap is very big right now. Yeah. All right. So if we go over here to the 1 hour, we do have this gap over here too. Draw it right there. So there's kind of like that fill. You can see we did wick up into it earlier, maybe like last week and a half ago. But yeah, so right now we are kind of just up here in the middle of nowhere. Do we want to go get that gap or do we want to come down here and fill this gap? Let me reload my chart here. There we go. So yeah, this is that 5 minute FEG over here. Okay. Kind of have that little block there too. Hmm. We do have equal lows down here too. Down here we got equal lows. So if we do kind of invert this 5 minute right here, if we do invert that, then probably look to take out these levels right here and these equal lows. Right now, I'm just kind of waiting to see what happens when we hit that level, when we get into this 5 minute gap. Oh, by the way, guys, did you see that Apex is 90% off now? They sent an email like 30 minutes ago. 90% off Apex. So that's pretty nice. Might have to pick up some accounts. Let's check a 30-second. Here's ES right here. Okay. We draw these levels on ES too, just so we kind of know where they're at. So I did take a trade in the afternoon after the morning stream in Discord. I did take a trade. It was this long right here. So we have this 15-minute FEG right here, and price kind of swept this area right here, tapped into that 15-minute FEG, created this little this 1 minute fair value gap, rejected it, broke through it, got in longs right there. So that was a nice trade. I did not run it up all the way to here, unfortunately. This was my final target. Was this wick over here? Um, I pretty much got completely out in this area. I probably should have held because I did take half off right here at this area, at this line, and then I moved the rest to break even. But then once I saw it just stalling out right here, I got out right there. So probably should have held, but it's fine. It is what it is. Um, but yeah, I mean, overall, pretty good trade. So over here, we are tapping into this 5-minute FEG. This is that 5 minutes. So like I said, if we do kind of break through this, maybe we can look for like these equal lows down here. Or, if we look to bounce it, we'll see. We did put in a lower low right here. Sorry, lower high. Yeah, we'll see. See what happens. Okay, so far we're bouncing it. So far, yeah, I mean we wicked that pretty nicely. Maybe we wanted to like sweep this area, tap into that FEG, and then continue. There was really no entry for me to get in there. I like inverted fair value gaps. Maybe we can like come down here. This would be nice if we came down here, had that like manipulation leg, and then we got like an IFEG somewhere in there. Maybe we could go long. We'll see. We'll see. We need to wait for some more confirmation. Can you guys hear the music? I am playing music on a different tab. I'm wondering if you guys can hear it. Let me check a one. Yeah, what happened there? There we go. What? Huh. All right. Check that 30. So 30-second does have this little guy right here. There's your ES right there. ES, so there's SMT on it, looks like. Yeah, there is. So potentially would be something like this, like break even there, and then try to run it up to this. Be something like that. We'll see. We'll see. 1 minute so messy. 15 over here. Not much going on. Looks like no for value gaps. We do have this one. Looks like we're inverting it. It looks like we did invert it. Yeah, we did. No, we did not. Not yet. This one can in 8 minutes, but if this thing flips, then could respect it. Yeah, we'll see. Probably building up some stops right there. No confirmation from that inversion. And this is just getting weird now. Maybe we want like one more little something like that. Or maybe we just fall through. We'll see. Let's go to a 5 minute real quick. Okay. All right. Yeah, so if we do invert this fair value gap, probably look to hit those equal lows down there. We did respect this 5 minute gap. Now we're hitting this one. If we can get below that, maybe we can find an entry short. This was today's price action over here. Oh yeah, let's see. Let's see what happens here. It's getting real weird right in this 5 minute FEG Pirelli gap. Maybe some low resistance right there. Pretty interesting. I feel like longs and shorts could both work. Well, potentially, of course, because right here, we are sweeping this level going into this 5 minute FEG. If we do start flipping, we could look to target up here. And if we do break this 5 minute FEG, then we can target here. So it kinda depends on this gap right here. See what happens with this gap. It's getting really tight here in that gap, so we'll see. We will see. And I also wonder which gap we're gonna fill first if we go to the higher time frame. Because we did make this insane gap, right? But are we gonna run up here and fill this one first up here, or are we gonna go down here, right? We do have this wick right here. I feel like we'll get this wick. I like to call these wick highs. But yeah, we'll see. Still just chilling inside this little gap. But yeah, today's play, today's win was pretty soft. This right here. Yeah, we'll see. Just got to give it a little bit, see what it does in this gap. Yeah, so Apex is 90% off now. They announced the sale like probably 45 minutes ago. I'll pick up some accounts, some evals. What are you guys thinking? You guys think we're going to invert this fair value gap? You think we're going to bounce it? Earlier, I was filming a YouTube video, and yeah, I was on the 15. I was actually back on the one. I was on the one, and I was like over here like drawing stuff, like like examples and stuff. And every time when I do that, I just go like way above the current price. So I went like all the way up here. I'm drawing it, and then I just see one candle. I'm like, "What? What is this? Like, what is this candle?" And then I tried to like delete it. I thought it was like a drawing that I had, but it was actually price because price gapped up all the way into here. It was hilarious. All right, looks like we might invert it. We got a minute 20 left on this 5 minute candle. If we do invert it, I would like to make a fair value gap, and they can kind of retest that and get short potentially. Yeah, I think we got 1 minute left on it. Yeah. So in about 50 seconds, we'll see what happens here. See if we invert it or if we suck back into it. No gaps on the 15 minute over here. No gaps. Yeah, this thing's looking okay. So ideally, like perfect scenario, I would like for this to be a gap for this next candle to just close like somewhere down here. and then we retest back into that, and then we look for our entry model, and then we can like run it to either that level or eventually try to hit those equal lows. So we did invert that. Um, yeah, I would like to get a gap. I would like to get this 5 minute gap. So in about 5 minutes, we'll see if we have that gap or not. We'll see. See what happens here. 30 seconds, very gappy. Yeah, so I'll basically just be waiting here for 5 minutes. So we did come up here. We did sweep this right here. Lower high, respected that 5 minute FEG, 5 minute fair value gap. Inverted this fair value gap, this bullish one. So I mean, from that, just in this little area right here, I would say we are bearish. Today during the New York session, I mean, before market open, I was calling yesterday's high. I mean, it was pretty obvious. Where was it? We go to the 15. I think, yeah, 15 minute. Yeah. So today, um, we had all these 50 minute fair value gaps over here, and they were getting disrespected. These bearish ones, the bullish ones were being respected. I was like, okay, we'll probably hit yesterday's high. That's what we did. So looks like prices starting to run down a little bit. I'd like for us to get a pullback into this area to get that entry. We have 2 minutes, 20 seconds left till this candle close. So that's kind of what I'm waiting for. By the way, I do stream in the Discord uh, Monday through Friday for free at New York Open. So if you guys want to be there for New York Open, it's in Discord. But this is my first Asia stream, so we'll see how it goes. Got a minute 14 left till this candle closes. Then I would like to see that pull back into this area. It would actually be like a BPR too, this one. So yeah, I would like to see something like that. And then try to target this right here. Finally, these equal. Got 30 seconds left. Looks like we're in 10 minutes. We might get this fair value gap up here too. This 15 minute. So we'll see. Yep, so there's that gap. The gap is formed right now. So, let's see if we can get that pullback to that area. Could look to get short in there. Maybe something like this. Hope something like that maybe. And then target that internal low, that, maybe that. This would be the final, those equal lows right there. That'd be the area. We'll see. Don't forget to give the stream a like, guys. If you guys are enjoying this, if you guys like the Asia stream, yeah. So just waiting to see if price pulls back to that area. Potentially could get short in there. Do you always trade Asia? No, I may trade the New York session, AM session in Discord. Um, yeah, I don't usually trade Asia, but you know, thought I'd give it a shot as well. My main session is New York AM. Yeah, yeah. Right now, just waiting for price pull back in here. Because so far everything with price is telling us bearish. At least at least in this little environment. Now, for us to be bullish again, we'd have to invert this up here. So New York's been very volatile. Anytime I oversize, I wreck myself. Yeah, I mean, I've been trading micros with New York session. It's starting to slow down a little bit. It's not like it's like the ATR is smaller than like 2 weeks ago. But yeah, I mean, it's been moving crazy. Yeah, yeah. Depends on the size of the stop. 2 to 4 is usually solid. We also might form this 50-minute fair value on the 15, of course, in 6 minutes. So we'll see. Yesterday caught me off guard. I thought it was going back to normal. We got chopped up. Yeah, like what I do is like before I get into a trade, like if I were to get short up here, I'll be like, okay, my stop is 20 points. Then I just calculate dollar amount risk for how many contracts do I need to take. Okay, Asia is a lot slower than New York, obviously. Slowly starting to pull back here. 5 minutes left on this 15-minute. Working on it, especially over trading after wins. Nice, yeah. Yeah. We do have this 1 minute right here, this 1 minute fair value gap. Looks like we're kinda respecting it. Have to think about the next 1,000 trades there. Yep, 100%. Alright, so what we did was we came up here, I wanted price to come up here into this area. I mean, we still can for sure. Uh, but we pulled back just a tad into that 1 minute for value gap, dropped from there. We'll see, if we can, kinda invert this here. What'd we do? So we did take out this level. We did take out this. So, yeah, I want us to come up here into this area. See if we can flip that for value gap. Got 3 minutes left for this 15-minute fair value gap. So that'll be, yeah, let's see. So that goes right there. Yeah, I mean, it's right in there. It's right in that area. Can you guys hear the music? I'm playing music on a different tab. That's usually how I do it in Discord, and they can usually hear it in there. But on YouTube, I don't know. You can't hear music? Okay. Thanks. I'll have to get that fixed. Yeah, it's been a little tough getting some decent retracements. Because over on the if we go to the 15, like this whole way up, I was bullish to yesterday's high, and I mean it was just straight bullish the entire way. So it was, I couldn't really find an entry in there. I eventually did get that long right there off that 15-minute FEG, but 51 seconds till this fair value gap is confirmed. Maybe we want to tap into that. We'll see. If we go to a 15-minute and zoom out, what do we see? What's over here? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. All right, price is pushing lower there, so that gap is confirmed now over here. Yeah, no other gaps down here. Okay, looks like we're pushing a little bit. I mean, it's moving it's moving decent. Like this is what a 15 point push. 1 minute SMT with ES. Yeah, right there. And like if you were looking to long, it would be at a close above this, something like that. But I don't really see anything like we are sweeping this right here. I don't see like a 5 minute FEG or something. Then the thing is, you would be going right into this 15-minute gap. I guess you could buy into that, but you know, might work. The SMT is nice. This sweep is nice too, right here. I just kind of feel like I would like to get short in here. Some slow action. Slow action. Respecting that 1 minute gap still. Right there. Whoa. What just happened? What? Yeah, wanting us to get into that gap right here. I can delete this one. I don't need that anymore. Yeah, so we got a 15 over here. Got the another 15-minute IFEG over here. 5 minute right here. This one's a 1. Breakaway 15-minute. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Could be. Because we do have equal lows down here. ES is relative equal lows. It's a little bit higher, but I'll draw this on ES too. Oops, wrong one. There we go. So pushing back up to that gap. See if we can get up into this gap right here, this 15-minute, this 5-minute. They kind of overlap, so that's what I'm looking for. Price is just moving really slow right now. Points, points are decent for Asia. Like that's like 22 points. If we break the 15-minute gap, I'm done for the night. If we do break this 15-minute, if we do invert it, let's see. I guess target would be this, that high right there, and after that we got that gap up there to fill. But yeah, it's kind of tight right now. It's kind of tight. Yeah, I'm thinking we kind of pull up into this, tag those lows. But yeah, this is my first Asia stream on YouTube. I usually stream in the morning in Discord during New York session. So if you guys want to join that, it's completely free. Links in the description. Join the Discord. Macro time. Yeah. See if we can finally push through this right here. Did make a little 1 minute right there too. Got 25 seconds left on this candle. You'll join. Awesome. Awesome, Newsom. Let me draw this just so we kind of know. Okay, yeah, so there it is. There's the 15. Just overlaps with it. So, since the 5-minute, no, I'll leave both on there. So we did close above that. See if we can get back up into that area. Maybe something like that. IFEG. Target, maybe this right here. Then the equal lows. Been using the first presented fair value gap on Asia. Okay, nice. Yeah. Overlapping the 15-minute, which is a good sign. Nice. I mean, like, so my entry model. I mean, it's pretty simple. Let's go up here for a second. So basically, let's say we have like a 15-minute fair value gap, and then let's say we got like let's say we got some buy side like right here. So what I want to see is I want to see price, come up into that area, do something like this, get that manipulation leg, and then look for that inverted fair value gap somewhere in there, and then that's where I look to get short. So it's pretty simple. I don't need the higher time frame fair value gap. I don't need that. Just kind of like a bonus. Of course, SMT, that's a bonus too. But this, pretty much sweep, preferably delivery from a higher time frame for value gap, and then the inverted for value gap. So it's pretty simple. That's pretty much it. Yeah. So like this one down here, 15-minute for value gap, SMT for inverted for value gap, along right there. So all right, coming up into this area. So this one, we have, we are bearish. We have the 15 and 5 for value gap. The only thing we don't really have on our side is a sweep, at least as of right now. I mean, maybe we form one here, it wouldn't be a major level or anything like that. Like, it wouldn't be anything crazy, but maybe, we do, I don't know, form that, kind of come down, then sweep it. We'll see. Because the one over here, this one did not really have like any crazy sweep. I mean, we had this level right here. We had this, but we still have Hive Day of Asia. Yeah, no, like I see what you mean, but like I usually like to have like a like some type of, not all the time, but most of the time I like to have a sweep. Like I like to see like some type of like buy side like right here. Which like maybe we're kind of forming that now. But yeah, we did sweep Hive Day. Yeah, we did. Which that kind of tells us like, okay, we're respecting, we swept, respecting 5-minute inverted, right? So that kind of gives us like a bias. I listened to an ICT rant, talked about 5-minute swings being swept. Oh, really? Yeah. ICT rant. Big liquidity. Yeah. So like, like something that I would like see as like a, or count as like a sweep in this overnight session would be something like this. It would be this right here. So, I don't know if price is going to do this, but theoretically, let's say we do come up here, right? If like we do sweep that, take that out, respect this 5-minute, get the entry model, I don't think we're going to do that. I don't think so, but like that's what I like something like that where it's like, okay, like that's like a, previous swing high, we could look to take that out. which here, I mean, we don't really have anything like that, but we'll see. We will see. Just consolidating right here, right below, right between this 1 minute and then this 5 minute and 15 minute. I'll stay on for about 10 more minutes. I don't really want to take, I don't really want to force anything if we're not getting anything. Change, yeah, nice. Yeah, we do. You talking about like this right here, that area? So yeah, let's see if we can push up here. If not, don't really want to force anything. This is a 30-second. Here's the 1 minute. So you can see how we did manipulate down lower before we went up. Price loves to have manipulation legs. Like this, it'll get all the traders in, boom, take them out, then go. So we are in that area now. I would like to see us go up a little bit more. Preferably, I want to see a manipulation leg. Well, we'll see. See if we get it. So no trades during Asia so far. Is there anything over here we can take out? Let's see. Uh, okay, yeah. Interesting. I'm not seeing a fair value gap to invert here on the 1 minute or the 30. Not yet. Ideally we get the manipulation. That would give me some more confidence. Yeah, the next gap that I see is down here. That's it's a little low for my liking, especially during Asia. I want to see a manipulation. I want to see us take out this. I mean, like even if we take out just like some of this over here, like something like if we take that out, let's check the Toronto Maple Leafs score. Two zero. Yeah, so I want to see this manipulate higher, create a fair value gap, and then potentially short it. I mean, like even right here, pulled up into it, pulled down, manipulated. Price is falling out of this a little bit. Yeah, that next, so this is a 30-second gap right here. I don't think I need that anymore. Yeah, I want to see this push higher. Did you guys see Jade Cap paid out his 2.5 million? That's crazy. I don't really want to log off yet. I want to see if we get this short here. If it becomes invalidated, then I'll log off. But as of right now, we could get that manipulation higher. I could be pushing higher here. Let's see what ES is doing. All right, ES. Okay. Negative 15. So there's that ES gap right there. That's that 5 minute. I'm gonna go ahead and delete this. So ES is just now kind of starting to get into it. NQ, I want to see NQ have this manipulation leg. I want to see us push higher than that. ES did barely. ES swept barely that level. I want to see a little bit more. I don't want to get a fair value gap on the manipulation. That might be too much to ask for from Asia session. It's just slow, just really slow. If we were to manipulate higher right now, first target would be this area right here. That would be first target. Go to break even there. ES is pushing still. Did NQ push? It's about to. It's about to get it. I still need to see that fair value gap though. If we push higher. Yeah, we got some bearish SMT with ES slightly. I'm not seeing any gaps though. I mean, like the only thing that I see is, this on the 30-second. You can see we did respect it right there. That is the only thing that I'm really seeing. The only gap. There is that SMT right there. I'd like to see a little bit higher push. This 15 minutes going to close in 2 minutes. So curious. If this thing closes up strong like that, then I feel like we will get a push higher. Okay, yeah, there we go. There we go. We're pushing now. Are we going to want to invert this now? Do we want to invert this? Because that's a pretty strong push right there. We'll see. We will see. If we do invert this 15, because we got a minute left. So if we do invert it, then yeah, we'll probably target this up here. This is the 30-second. Here's the 1 minute. So 30-second does have the gap. 30-second does have a little gap right there. Got 45 seconds left for that candle, for the 15-minute candle to close. So 10 seconds till the candle close. Alrighty. So the candle did close. We did close up pretty high up inside that. Your Wi-Fi died. All good. All good. Yeah, so we did close up pretty high in that fair value gap. So we'll see. We'll see. Maybe we could look for something like this if we do get that short still good. Yeah. I mean, if we get the inversion, you know, you have this gap, we can look to target that gap, maybe that level right there. Then those equal highs down there. Um, I'm not in. I'm not in anything right now. I need to see some confirmation, and that would be this right here. Um, yeah. Let's see, where's this level? Where would this be? Right there. Okay. If we invert this, I might get short. We'll see. Just light. Yeah, the 5 minute got inverted. 15 minute, not yet. We did close above the 50%, and we are holding this right here. We are holding this. What's it called? This little 30-second. If we wanted longs, our longs would be, we'd be targeting this right here. We'd be targeting that, and fair value gap. We would have a little fair value gap in about 3 minutes. Let me check. Let me check ES real quick. So ES 5 minute. ES 5 minute is not inverted yet. Yeah, it's. I mean, it's chilling right in there. It's about to be. And yeah, there's that 15 over there. Hmm. I mean, if someone really really wanted to get short, the place to get short would be on the inversion of this 30-second. Something like that. That would be that. I mean, that would be the place. Stops at break even there, then just target. I rarely see 50% of 50 minute. Okay, so there's that right there. Still closed inside, barely. What's everyone thinking? What are you guys thinking, chat? You guys bearish? You guys want this flip? 1 minute bearish breaker inside the 15. Okay. So there's that 30-second inversion right there. Here's the 1 minute. Well, the fair value gap's on the 30-second, but so there's that inversion on the 30-second. I mean, I would go to break even like right here. Like this would be break even, but bearish, yeah. Just kind of building up here. It's got some wicks here. It would have to get past that. I like to call these mohawks. So this would be a bullish mohawk. Looks like we're gonna invert this little mini 1 minute we got. We got 15 seconds. Yeah, so this thing might want to invert that 15-minute. Let's check ES for quick. Okay, yeah. So ES is pushing higher. I mean, if it were to pivot right now, that would be SMT, some pretty solid SMT. But I feel like we're gonna continue here. I don't know. We'll see. Depends on what happens in the next few candles on the 1 minute. Like if we do start flipping through here, breaking below this, okay, then yeah, then I can see bearish. That's a weird candle though. It's like, yeah, 30 seconds. That's a really weird candle. We got to get past these wicks right here. So buyers are holding it up. Breakers getting respected. There we go. There's a drop. All right, stops are break even now. Yeah, my stops are at break even. I'm looking to target this. Oh, I just realized that I don't have this drawn. So looking to target this right here, this little internal low. Yeah. Gonna have to get past this mess right here. Which, maybe this one blue candle just wiped that all out. So we'll see. We are tapping this block. It's kind of what we got to get past to get down there. So I am in shorts right now. Stops are break even. It's here. I can pull up my exact entry. It's what is it? 12.75. Yeah, I'm pretty much right there. Stops are break even. The trade from New York session. This one, so I took half off right here, and I was like, okay, I'll move the rest to break even, then I'll let the rest run, and then like I just saw all these wicks. I was like, all right. So then I just took profit somewhere in there, and then it ran. So this one, that's one thing that I do have to work on is like just really trying to kind of hold my targets, just move it to break even, just not close it. So we'll see. Yep. Yep. We did respect this. Wait, what was that 30 second? Yeah. So we do have a little 30 second fair value gap. I mean, we got a 1 minute fair value gap in there too. And I just want us to push here, not tag break even, then go. Need to fix my exit strategy because one trade I try holding for the home run, the next trade turns around to break even. Yeah, yeah. I mean, that's actually like a hard part of trading is like a lot of people don't really think of that as like a hard part, but like a hard part is knowing where to exit. You know, like one thing that I see is like some traders will like I mean kind of like what you just said is I mean, like, they kinda change it up, like, they'll like, for this trade, they'll try holding, and then it'll hit their break even, then the next one, then they take it early, and then it runs to their full target, then the net is so that it's kinda just, like, back and forth, I feel like you really just have to, like, pick one, but, like, it's hard, though, it's like, that's, like, a hard thing because down like, over here, like, when I got out early and I saw it run, I was like, "Ah, well," you know? But then, like, I think, like, a trade from I think, like, Thursday or Friday, it came down, hit break even. So so like you really have to stick to one and just see, like what I like to do um is once we hit that kind of first internal low or that first area, then I just move it to break even. Sometimes I'll take half off and then I try to let the rest run. Sometimes I will just tap out, but I try to let it go. Since right here, since I'm not in like with any like crazy size or anything, I'm just like it's all at break even. I'm just trying to get that down there. You're reading a book about exit strategy, yeah. Mhm. Yeah. One person that's really, really good at holding trades is Trader Kane. Trader King, I mean, he like the way he holds his trades is amazing. I mean, he just does not care. But yeah, I am in these shorts here. Stops are at break even. I'm trying to let it run to this area down here. Right now it's just stalled right here. So we'll see what happens. We do have this little block, this block right here. So we'll see. We'll see, guys. Oh, look at that! And one thing too that I've tried this many times throughout the years is trailing. Trailing target or trailing stops almost never works. Boom, out there. Nice. Nice trade. Nice 1.9, almost a 2R. I mean, let's round up. Let's say it's a 2R. Well, a 1.9R. Yeah, solid trade right there, guys. Solid trade. And we were calling it out for the past hour. We were bearish, pulled back into that 15-minute fair value gap, got that 30-second inversion right there, got short, ripped down. That was our target right there. We hit that pretty. I mean, we stalled for 5 minutes, and then we got that little. It's funny how this candle flipped up super fast first, and then just ripped down. Grabbed a little bit of liquidity. Asia has macros every 30 minutes. Sometimes, yeah. I don't really look at the macros too much. One thing that I really look at is, for example, like AM session. Like I just look at the 4 hour candle open. So like I don't look at the macros, but that's what I kind of look at the 4 hour candle opens. I know some of the macros kind of line up with that a little bit, but I've seen a lot of people like really like the macros, but then I've also seen like a lot of people not like the macros. For me personally, like I just don't want to like just overcomplicate it. I just want to keep it simple. Um, but like what do you look for at 4 hour candle? I'll show you. So let's say we have like a let's say this is like our 4 hour. And we have our wick somewhere in there. So whenever like so most like I would say most candles have wicks, right? Most candles have wicks. So on the 4 hour, like when a new 4 hour candle opens, depending on my bias, like let's say this candle just opened right here. Depending on my bias, like let's say I'm bearish, right? Let's say I'm bearish here. So right at this 4 hour candle open, I want to see this thing push up higher, sweep that candle high, and then I want to look for my entry model somewhere in there, my little entry model. And then this candle would flip like this, and this would become the wick. So then my entry is in here on this wick, and prices, ripping down like this. Or like let's say I'm let me put this back real quick. Let's say I'm bullish, right? If I'm bullish, I want to see price flip this way, maybe into some like 15-minute fair value gap or something. And then I want to get into my entry model there, and then I want this to flip back, and then I'm in on that wick right there. So like I don't really get it too often, but I do look for it. But yeah. But yeah, so nice little trade that just caught there. Yeah, nice. All right, guys. I think I'll end the stream there. Apex is 90% off right now. Best code is best discount always is GC trading. Um, But yeah, I stream in my Discord Monday through Friday at New York Open. So if you guys want to join that, it's completely free. Link is in the description. Yeah, this is my first Asia stream, so it was fun. Thanks for joining, guys. Thanks for joining. Thanks, Newsom. And yeah, I'll see you guys later. Please give the video a like. Adios.